Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 6 science. So dear students, in the previous class we were discussing about some of the important concepts of how far is the distance of some objects. Okay, we discussed about the measuring of the length of the table by using a gilli and danda, right? So in today's class, let's learn some of the important occasions wherein we come across measurement of some of the lengths of or some distances, right? So here there are so many occasions in which we need to come across measurement of some lengths and distances. So as you all know that when you go for any tailor shop, see you want to stitch a cloth or a pant or a shirt, whatever it is, when you go to the tailor shop, so he needs to measure the length of your dress. Okay, maybe the length of the cloth you need. Hey, you know how much length of the cloth is needed for your body. Okay, he wants to measure that. Okay, so if it is enough for you to stitch that cloth or not, he wanted to check, right? So then first he will measure the length of that cloth, whether it is suitable for you or not. If it is less, he will inform you, okay, get some more. If not, if it is extra, let it be, no problem, you will cut it and keep it with him. So first you want to measure the length of the cloth needed to stitch the dress or shirt or kurta, whatever it is. This is the daily life we observe this. He needs to measure it. And next one is carpenter. Okay, so you all know about the carpenter. He works with the many wooden things. Okay, table, chair, cot. Okay, so tables, so wooden works he would do it, right? So this carpenter needs to measure the height and width, breadth, all this. Okay, so carpenter needs to measure the height or the width of any cupboard or a cot or table to know how much wood is needed. He would need to have to make a door. Okay, so you want to measure the length, breadth, height, okay, of a cupboard. Suppose you wanted to make a cupboard, so he to know that how much amount or how much wood is needed to make a its door, cupboard door or table or any cot like this. So the farmer also needs to know the measurement, length and breadth of the his area. See, farmers, even the farmer needs to know the measurement of length and breadth of his area, so that he how much seed he can sow and how much water would be needed for these crops. Okay, so even the farmer needs to have the measurement. Why? Because so suppose 2 acres of land is there. So how much bags of seeds are needed to sow in the field? Suppose you wanted to grow sugarcane, or you wanted to grow any jowar, any crop like a jowar. Yes, how many packets of jowar he has to bring to sow in the field? Suppose if he brings 10, if there are only 2 acres, so is it less or more? It's quite large scale it is. If he has 10 acres, if you bring 2 acres, 2 packets of seeds, is it enough? No. So that's why even the farmer needs to know the length and breadth of this area. So in order to know that the land area of the land, in order to know that how much seed can be sown in the land. Okay, and also how much water can be needed for his crops. Even the water calculation should be done. See, if 5 acres of land is there, if only less amount of water is there in your bore well, then can he supply that much amount of water for the whole area of land which he has? Never. Okay, if there are only 1 acres, if there are 2 bore wells, then easily he can, yes, supply the water for it. Okay, water it. But if there are 10 acres, only 1 bore well is there of only 2.5-inch water, is it possible for him to water the crops? Not at all. So he must need to have a measurement. Okay, yes. Suppose you are asked to tell, or you are asked how tall you are, how what is your height of yours. If you are asked, suppose, so what you need to do, you need to tell the length of your height. Okay, length of the straight line from the top of your head to the heel of your feet means you need to measure. If you want to measure the height of yours, what you need to do, you have to start measuring from the right from your head, straight line from the top of your head to the up to your foot, you need to measure. Yes, then you can even you can measure in your home some of the common things which you observe. So what is the length of your broomstick which you use in your home? So how wide is the desk in your classroom? How far is the Delhi from Bangalore? Okay, how far is away? How far is the moon from the sun? Or how far is the moon from the earth? So these are all some questions that we come across. Okay, we ask in common. We will be knowing about this because these are all related to the lengths and distances. Okay, so lengths are smaller ones, whereas distances are large scale. Okay, so they're all concerned distance between two places. Okay, so all these questions which we have discussed now, these are all the matter of what? Distance and lengths between two places. Okay, so the two places may be close enough. Those two places, the distance between two places may be very close enough, around 100 meters or 10 meters maybe, right? It may be very close enough, like the two ends of a table, or any there may be any far apart. See, the ends of the table may be only close one. Okay, length between the ends of the table, or any chord, it may be smaller one. Okay, so sometimes that may be apart, the distance between two cities, right? So like Jammu and Kanyakumari, from Jammu to Kanyakumari means from north to south. Okay, so this is how the distance between these 2 points is so larger, right? So in such way you need to have a measurement. So let us know some of the few experiments about the measurement of the things, what you can do it. Okay, how can you measure the different things with different units? So let us continue that concept in the next period. Okay, I hope you have understood. Thank you and have a nice day.